Hello, everyone. Mr. Soleimani asked me to do a short video. I hope I can do it short, but I love to talk. You'll find that out. Concerning butt fusion or thermofusion process when it comes to HDPE, that's high density polyethylene. My background, just to let you know, by the way, my name is Daryl Guberman. I am the CEO of GUBERMAN-PMC, LLC, a quality consulting firm here in the United States, in the state of Connecticut. We also operate a registration company for ISO certification and all derivatives. So we have about 40 plus years in manufacturing and quality, encompassing aerospace, medical implants, medical materials, printing, and plastic distribution, where we dealt with all of this material and then some, and all these industries, all of them, aerospace, electronics, automotive, etc. So let me just explain to you in brief. I don't like to use PowerPoints. You have to forgive me, no pictures, no nothing. So what I try to do is I try to break it down. Whether you're an engineer in the class and you already know this, please forgive me. It might be boring. You may end up with narcolepsy where you'll drop and fall asleep. And by the way, students, if anybody falls asleep, please, it's not my fault. It's just, I'll try to make it more dramatic for you. Butt fusion is a thermal process used to join two pipe fitting components made from high density polyethylene, or PE as it will be discussed. The process involves a simultaneous heating of both ends of the two pipes fitting together. And these components, which are joined until, they are not joined until they're molten. They have to be very viscous, each has to be heated to the point of melting. And then they are joined together. The two surfaces are then brought together under controlled pressure for a specific cooling time, and a homogeneous fusion joint is formed. Homogeneous meaning blending together. This material that is melted blends together and forms a very tight bond. The butt weld, as it is called, the butt welding in the welding machines used to weld high density polyethylene pipes have controls to ensure the welding parameters are strictly adhered to. The following parameters are controlled. Heater plate temperature is one. The oval, you don't want it to be like an egg shape where you're going to have, a disproportionate amount of material. You want it as oval as possible when it's coming together so that it's joined. Usually with pipes and all that, it's slightly oversized as compared to the blueprint many times. I dealt with inertia bonding back in the day, where they have a flange spun at a certain RPM and they have the tube, and it gets held there, pushed, and it fuses together. It actually fuses, and that weld bead becomes very viscous, very heated up because of the RPM and the flange coming up to the pipe itself. So the butt welding machines used to weld polyethylene pipes have controls to ensure welding parameters are strictly adhered to. And again, the following parameters are controlled: heater plate temperature, the ovalness or the cylindrical attitude of the pipes, that they are the same diameter, etc., and alignment, and interface pressure bead width, heat soak time, and changeover time. There's got to be a certain amount of time when you bring those parts together. Okay, you keep them there so that that weld bead becomes intermeshed and it becomes one. The field conditions under polyethylene pipe, when it is welded, have a considerable effect on the strength of the joint. In order to achieve an acceptable weld, this is very important, probably one of the most important things you're going to learn. The most important part to achieve an acceptable weld are three items. The first is essential is cleanliness, because if you don't have cleanliness on those faces, those interfaces, you're going to have a disbond. You'll have, more than likely, you'll have air bubbles. It will be a poor bond. So cleanliness is number one. Technique and correct design equipment with proper maintenance. Proper maintenance, many people in the world of extrusion, they just keep on process or without maintenance. As we say, 5 or 10 or 15 minutes of maintenance will give you a lifetime of free rejections when it comes to this material. The resulting joint from all of this process, the resulting joint, if it has been properly made, is as strong as the original pipe and can withstand all the loads applied during routine installation and operation, and it will function per engineering requirements. That's basically, in a nutshell, a very small, compact discussion on butt fusion welding. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want any more, just ask Mr. Soleimani, and I will. My background is, again, I told you, aerospace, etc. But it is based on plastics, composites, graphite, fiberglass, Kevlar, resin systems, adhesive systems, bonding, and also joining, and they're metallic fasteners if needed. Also, titanium and aluminum alloys is my background. I thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I look forward to next time. Thank you very much. My email address is Daryl, DARYLTQRS @yahoo.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and thank you, Mr. Soleimani, for giving me this opportunity.